So now go find more fucking content to flag, right? Go flag somebody else. How much of a loser do these people have to be to flag somebody's content that has like 100 subscribers? Right? Are they just all robots? Or what? I don't know. Let the internet decide. Let the court of public opinion decide. Because I don't fucking know anymore. I really, truly don't. They all want to act like this shit is normal. Like it just happened. Even the ones that have been on your side about it, that don't like it. Right? That don't like the mask. They don't like any of the shit, but they just fucking went along with it anyway. And they're going to sit there acting like they didn't do that. But I agree with you. Yeah, but you didn't do anything. It doesn't matter if you fucking agree with me. If you're sitting there shooting arrows in my back. You know? Judas agreed with Jesus too until he didn't. Right? Jesus and Judas were brothers, no? Right? Cain and Abel were brothers, right? Right? Oh, that's fake. That's fake. Alright, it's fake. I'll give you that. It's fake, right? Even though it's true and it's correct, regardless. It's fake. Say it's fake and it's just a story. Right? Say it's just a fucking story. Who cares? Let me believe my story. It teaches me a lesson. It has a moral attached. They have morals. Do you get what morals are and morality and, right? The meaning behind something and... No, I guess not. You just want to be stuck in a shell. Forever. You just want to be in your little prison. Your prison. Where Roy G. Biv gets to smack you in the face like a bottom bitch all day. And you gotta like it. Right? You gotta fucking like it. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit if you don't like it. You're a piece of fucking shit if you don't like it. Right? That's what they do. You're going to sit there acting like I don't know what it costs to sacrifice. Because I don't buy meat all the time. I got to wait until the meat's on sale. Until this shit says used by the next day and they cut it half price. That's the only time I can even afford to get a piece of meat that's on charity. That's the only time I can afford to get meat worth eating. That's when it's on sale. And it still looked good. It's just that the date says... The next day, bison for $6. Wouldn't you take that too if all you eat is fish? If all you eat is fish and eggs and vegetables, right? Frozen vegetables or canned vegetables or vegetables you grow, right? Wouldn't you take the supermarket up on that? Because even bison from the store is a higher quality than the beef. They raise it to a higher standard because... Buffalo have more protection. They have more protection from the society we're in. Because people used to shoot them. I was speaking with my father about this. They used to ride by on the train and just shooting all the fucking buffalo. Not even stopping for the meat. Not stopping for the hides and the pelts, right? Not stopping for the horns and the organs. Just shooting them. And you're going to sit there, somebody like me, you're going to sit there acting like I wouldn't have fought with the people going, ooh, right? You're going to sit there, that's not me. Even though they took all people into their tribe. It was a nation, a bloodline. Then they let you become part of their bloodline, right? You became part, even somebody that looked like me can say they're Cherokee Nation or married in. And then their son is in the Cherokee Nation. Right? But then we all fuck each other over because it's like Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. You're next on the menu, you fuck. You're fucking next on the menu. And then you're going to act like these people that been on the menu and know that they were getting eaten. Right? That they're not going to take the demon up on the offer. Even though they've been getting pecked at. Like demons, nobody knows. Nobody sees them getting pecked at. Peck. They only see the reaction. Everybody only sees you barking. Right? That's how these little gremlins operate. They gotta go peck, peck, poke, poke, pinch, pinch, prod, prod. And then when you react, you're the bad one. Do you see what the trick is? They go in secret and go peck, peck, like a predator. Like how I'm getting a fish. I look for the shady spot. I put a nice fat worm on the hook with a little swivel and a little fan blade and beads on it to go in the water. And it draws them in. Right? And then they see the worm going. They gobble up the piece of the tail that doesn't have a hook in it. And they take it. And by the time they get to the part with the hook, I go. Right? That's the same tactic. It's the same fucking thing. How do you think I know how they do it? Because I do it to another species. It's just I don't do it to humans. I don't corral humans in. You see what the difference is? I'm trying to see where the little fishes go. I'm trying to maybe get some chicken or quail. What? I'm wrong for that, vegans? You try getting your because I got a block of tofu in the fridge. I got a brick of that bullshit in the fridge, but only because I can't afford meat. And they have it on the store. They have it on the shelf for $2. It's better than zero protein, right? It's better than just fucking egg with like what? This is mostly fat. This is very little protein. For me, this is not protein. This is more of a tool, right? It's an ingredient that you can use as food if you don't have anything else. But this is better used for me as an ingredient when I'm making a cookie, when I'm making a pancake, when I'm making something, when I'm hard boiling an egg and putting it in soup. If I just eat up all the eggs, I get too fat in my stomach. The sulfur, something in them is not good for me. And I could just eat one or two. I could eat 3 at once and then I give it a break for days. I won't even use them as an ingredient. And this is from good eggs, I trust. This is from eggs I get from the stand and put in my own container. BPA free. Like it even fucking matters, right? It's still plastic. It's still fucking plastic. It goes in the dishwasher in the plastic rack that's not BPA free, probably. Right? Like it's everything is just a marketing scheme for your ass to fall for. And then you're gonna say, I don't agree with these lefties about anything. But then the neocons will be like, look, he's a communist. Oh, like, don't you see what they're doing? Like an orchestra playing for the Titanic to sink. It's for the thing to sink. It's not because they're not still playing because they love the ship, and they're playing to make it sink. They're playing the song so it sinks. Just like they want to act like they're trying to bring the Messiah because the world is, but they're the ones making the world that way. You don't think the Messiah is going to pass judgment on them for that? Like, but we tried to get you to come here. We wanted you to come here. That's why we did the bad things. He's going to be like, what the fuck logic is that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? For attention? Like when you didn't get attention from your parents, right? You do bad shit for attention because nobody paid attention to you. Just like I did. I got paid attention too, but not for the good thing. Every time you do something bad, they're right there to point at you. But when you're doing something good, they're not up your ass clapping for you with a parade going, yeah. Every time you do something for somebody else and you lose out. When you lose out because you waited for somebody else, and you're not complaining about it, you did something nice, expecting nothing in return. There's no fucking band practice behind you going, doo, 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 doo. He gave away $1. Doo, 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 doo. He lifted up the package. Doo, 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 doo. You know, but when you do something bad, they're all pointing. They're like, look at him, look what he said, look what he did, look. What do you think is going to happen next to those people going, look? God's gonna come back and point it at them and go, look, 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 look. Look at you, look at you, look at you, you motherfuckers. Right? Because they were pointing at the people able to look at themselves and go, shit, maybe I should change something about myself and the world will get better. They were still blaming us. They were still fucking blaming us, even though we repented, even though they forgave. They were still blaming us. Because there was a lot of shit I never forgave. And I don't even blame anybody for. But I don't forgive them. I forgive them in my heart to let it go. But I don't forgive that behavior. I'm not going to let it happen again. You think I'm going to be with a girl that wants to cheat on me? Because she don't like how big my piece she is or whatever? She wasn't loving enough to stay around after I was trying to figure out my mental problems. And then the things that they did to cure my disease made me less healthy. It made my body less available. It made my mind less available. Just sitting there like a zombie. What girl wants to be with that? What girl wants to be with just another zombie? Right? They're trying to kill off men. They're trying to make us weak and feminine. Too feminine. Right? You have to understand the feminine nature. But you're not allowed to be too feminine. You shouldn't be allowed to be too feminine. Because it's not good. You see what they do to the... Now you don't have a standard for women's health. Because they're trying to invade everything. Just like they did to your sports. Just like they're going to do to everything. But, you know, maybe they have it coming because they did it to us too. They invaded all the men's things that we had. They invaded all of the men's things that we had, saying, we're better, we're better. But they had a big bully to go, sit down, right behind them. We're better, sit down, right? But behind them, like, you know, their little fucking puny ass going, ding, 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 ding. And it doesn't hurt, but the guy behind them going, you better let them fucking win. Yeah, that didn't have nothing to do with it, right? It didn't have anything to do with it, right? Why do you think I give my glory to God? I know without God, He would let me get eaten by the demons. God would let me get eaten by the demons if I decided to say, fuck that guy. That ain't His son. If I decided to go around saying that stuff again, like I did when I was 15, you don't think God would let the demon squad in my life again? God blocks them from my circumference and uses other facets of the demon society to protect me. Because I'm doing well for other people stuck in the shell. For other people, I make them aware of what's going on. I just say things offhand to myself and nobody ever fucking puts hands on me. Gee, I wonder why. I'm not wrong. I'm not lying about anything. I'm not crazy. They just make it harder for me to live. So when I end up homeless in the subway or wherever the fuck, what are you going to do about it, right? What are you going to do to me when you see me? Are you going to pay me back for something I never did to you? Or something you think I did to you in a past life? Or something somebody told you I did to you in this life? Right? What are you going to do about it when you see me asking for a piece of bread? Right? When you see me out there fishing with a little piece of shit rod that I got at a yard sale, what are you going to say? I'm privileged? While you're sitting there fishing with all new clothes and all new gear and all new everything and you didn't have to buy anything on sale. Right? You're going to sit there saying I'm privileged because of my skin. But then you sit there telling me I'm the racist one when you walk around thinking that shit. You walk around thinking I'm privileged for my skin, but then tell me I'm the one who's prejudiced due to the way things are. You're telling me I'm prejudiced inherently because of my DNA, but then you're saying that I'm the prejudiced one when you're the one saying prejudiced things, prejudging me, when I never judged anybody just based off the cover. I never judged anybody based off their fucking skin tone. Right? I could see judging somebody a little bit based on like religion, because you could see kind of what they believe until you speak with somebody and see where they stand on things. Right? But the thing is, I agree with God. I'm trying to align with God. I don't want God to stand with me. I want to stand with God. So God will stand with me. Right? I want to stand next to Jesus on the cross. Because they already put me on it. They already put me on it and acted like that's not what they did. They acted like they have no control over nothing. They act like it's you who should raise yourself. And then when you walk around saying, despite all of the fucking screens, all of the liars, all of the propaganda trying to get you to hate yourself, you still show love to other people. Right? You didn't get the allegory and the sarcasm in my music. All I ever needed was love, couldn't find it. Then I fell deep into drugs, right? Spread hate every day, cuz all I ever needed was love, couldn't find. Like, you don't see how I'm mocking myself. I'm mocking that mentality of victimhood woes. Oh, woe is me, I need to do the drugs, nobody loves me, I gotta spread hate. You thought I was being... This is how I was getting rid of depression back then. Like if my channel, if I had this mentality back then, the channel would have been called I Need to Rap. Right? Instead of I Need to Fish. But maybe if I was fishing back then, instead of using it as an excuse, it reminds me of my grandpa. I haven't fished in a long time. Right? Little baby bullshit. Maybe if I wouldn't have done that, I would have been less depressed in life. Maybe if I would have done that shit, I would have been less of a miscreant in the past. Maybe if I would have fished instead of done drugs and shit, right? I would have been a better person in life. I would have had more things in life. God would have blessed me with more material because I would have appreciated what I had instead of used it as an excuse to squander. But do you see how now it's not coming back to me as hard, even though I had health problems and you didn't give a fuck about my pains in my chest and my head and my heart. You make fun of me. Your society makes fun of it. And then you cry when a bigger fucking bully comes and knocks your teeth down your throat. Not for me, but just because. Just because. That's the way it happens. Right? I don't go around bullying people that look less than me. Right? I help them. When they look like they haven't eaten and I got a nice big fucking belly compared to them, guess what I do? I give them the bigger part of my sandwich. Just because that's the way I am. They might have eaten more than me on that specific day. But that's just the way I am. Maybe that's me being prejudiced, right? But isn't that a prejudiced way of thinking that benefits you?